It's the end of the first half of play. It's the Celtics. They're up by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, a couple of quick questions for you. What's your attitude right now, and what do you think will be the team's focus for the second half?
Well, I mean, we just want the ball go. We just got to rebound the ball. We got to get in there as a team, all of us, and rebound the ball. You know, they crash the glass, all of them. But then it's about getting a win. We can play any style, and tonight we just want to figure out how to get a win.
Dwayne, thank you so much. Gentlemen, he likes when they mix it up.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead for them during the period was 4. In the second quarter, they game and built a 10-point lead at the half. And if things continue to go the same way after the break, they're threatening to run away with this one. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
The job their guys have done in the post have been terrific. If they get more of that production in the paint next half, they'll be very tough to beat. They're taking advantage of the late rotations, and they're going right inside and straight to the rim.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Well, it's almost impossible to catch up if you keep fouling. They need to be the team getting to the foul line at a higher rate in the second half. That means driving to the basket, hitting the cutters, slicing to the basket. Anything going to the basket is your friend.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. We've got Money. Horford is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's the point.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on.
Get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Well, what a season it was for Mirotic last year. Came on stronger for the Chicago Bulls. Continued to improve. Effective in the playoffs. Really a joy to watch in his first year.
And interesting, so much hype going into the season was about Dougie McDermott.
Yes.
And whether or not he was going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. It ended up being Mirotic. Most years, he could have walked away with that award.
And he sinks the second.
For Mirotic, he was most valuable late in games, guys. From March on, he led the league in fourth quarter points per game.
Thomas passes to Money. Nice ball movement by Boston. Johnson in the corner. He kicks to Crowder. Just 4 to shoot. It's tipped. Rondo with the steal. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. They get the rebound, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Boston leading by 11.
And for that note about Mirotic, in the fourth, he outscored LeBron and Westbrook that month. That's impressive for any player, much less a rookie.
Feeds it to Crowder. And another basket for Boston.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Rondo drives in. Mirotic has a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Money. 26 points for him. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo, and the shot's good from Crowder.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Bulls trail by 14. And here's Rondo. 13 points in the game. And it's Lopez at the elbow. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Boston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And it's Johnson penetrating. Some solid defense from Butler.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Boston leading by 12. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Money. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19-22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
Yeah, and thinking back on the Celtics, on the road, their away record doesn't tell the whole story. They won their last 7 road games in that tremendous playoff push.
Wade, he's checked in for D. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Another away from home note for the Celtics. They were 7-1 in road games against the rest of their division. Their road play was the driving factor as to why they made the playoffs.
We've seen Money really having a great game.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Chicago calls timeout. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He went over the offensive game plan and that it hinges on running through Lopez. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Clearly some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Celtics leading by 12. Now, here's Thomas. 11 points in the game. Here's Money. To the middle. It's stolen by Wade. Butler from outside. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Money. An easy 2 points on the layup. Money's got 30.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Thomas has it in the corner. Beyond the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking him down.
It looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, heck, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
Here's Money. Wade is covering. Pass to Johnson. Here's Money. Buries it down low. Money's got 8 here in the quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
There's the screen. From deep three-point range, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Lopez, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing. And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved.
Chicago calls timeout. Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared him down as he was hitting shots, looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. Lopez a screen. Look from Rondo. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
That's tipped. Wait. He feeds it to Lopez. Horford against Rondo. They set the screen. Clock at 4. Lopez kicks to Rondo. Lets the three fly. Again, Rondo missing.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Pass to Smart. Johnson up top. To the wing right side. Now here's Smart. Defended by Butler. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Marcus Smart taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas. That's 11 points off their turnovers this quarter, and they keep shooting themselves in the foot as a result.
Yeah, the margin of error just too small. You cannot get back in a game unless you can improve the offensive execution.
Brown is checked in for Boston. Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. It's stolen by Wade. And it's blocked.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
On defense, the Bulls, it's an 18-point game. Wade brings the double team. Wide open. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Here's Money. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Money's got 39. Bulls have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Lopez a screen. And it's Wade penetrating to end the drought. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
To blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Bulls have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And, not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
And the Celtics making a change here. Sellers checked in.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
To the inside. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Rondo. Wade's got 5 points in the quarter.
Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
Dishes it to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
When you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
First one falls for him. And Brown drops them both.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Brown. He's got 8 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
Lets it go from 11. Can't hit. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Here's Money. Wade is covering. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Zeller. Here's Money. Wade is covering. Another shot. No good. Rondo with some nice D. Well, Chicago has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. They get it back. Lopez kicks to Rondo. They set the screen. Here's Money. Offline with his 3.
9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And Lopez throws it down.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Smart passes to Money. Now Crowder. 14 points for him. And that one's good.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Unloads from 13, and he hits the jump shot. Celtics leading by 21. 1:29 left in the third. Rondo with the steal. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Out to Wade. Back to Butler. The 15-footer. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 assists in the game. Boston's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Passes it to Money. Beyond the arc. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. That's on Dwayne Wade.
And what a tremendous game for Money. He's got 41 points and 11 dimes. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
And he hits the first of 3. Some changes for Chicago. D comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Carter Williams in for Rajon Rondo. Good on the second free throw. It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. Well, Chicago's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Out to the wing. They set the pick. Here's Valentine, pass to Portis. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Zeller passes to Money. 4 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Boston. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Money's got 46 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul. Coming on the floor for your Bulls, Nikola Mirotic.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Butler against Brown. Lopez a screen. Butler dishes to Carter Williams. Lopez sets a screen for Carter Williams. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Boston on top, running away with it. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. We've got Nikola Mirotic. D out there with Carter Williams. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Butler in at small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Valentine. Connects from three-point range. D's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Chicago. He hits Brown with the drive. Chicago grabs the miss. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Mirotic, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Check out the game for Mirotic. He has 12 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark. They won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
so he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
Brown, right side. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Butler. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season, won the Most Improved Player of the Year award, really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
It's stolen by...
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Back to Butler. Lopez's screen and slam dunk by Butler.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today because...
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
And that's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
There's the screen. Carter Williams kicks to Lopez. Inside. Here's Butler. And it's Lopez. Time on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
The tray. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. Bulls trail by 14. Valentine. Olynyk is covering. The feed to Butler. To the middle. Here's Lopez. Up and in on the layup. Lopez has got 10 points here in the second half.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Here's Carter Williams. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, plays hard. He's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Carter Williams. And then for Boston, Al Horford. He's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Green. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Rozier. Kicks it to Thomas. He dishes it to Horford. The pass to Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Thomas. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. A bit under 3.5 minutes of pass here in the 4th. A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now Doris Burke has an update for us on Dwayne Wade. And Doris, what's the news?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with head athletic trainer for the Chicago Bulls. Unfortunately, after taking a look at his knee, he is saying that he may have a strained ligament there.
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
And the Bulls with possession. They're on an 18-7 run. Shots good by Butler.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Thomas with the ball. Brown with the screen on Butler. The screen from Brown. Johnson outside. Here's the dish to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Bradley can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 10 to the paint. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's Horford. Miričić grabs the miss. Miričić has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Rondo. Looking to end his cold spell. The lead now in single digits. Lopez has got 21 in the game.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Brown sets a screen for Thomas. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
One shot. One shot, 10 minutes.
That free throw good from Thomas. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Jay Crowder comes in for Brown. And Money subbed in for Avery Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Money. Misses the 3. And here's Rondo. From the high post. And right on target. Good.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Money passes to Thomas. Here's Money. He kicks it to Horford. It's Thomas outside. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
Here's Butler. It's Chicago with another bucket.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Money. Lopez over to help. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Thomas, here we go. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Down low, Butler. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 34 points for Jimmy Butler.
Great quarter at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
They set the pick. Pass to Money. Up off the screen. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
And, you know, under the circumstances, Greg, that's a good foul. You just can't let him have that throwdown.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
first. And the Bulls making a change here. Wade's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Kevin, no surprise. They've capitalized on their opportunities at the free throw line. That's their MO.
Rondo dishes to Lopez. Lopez sends a screen for Butler. Back to Lopez. Shot from 12. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Horford.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead. This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Here's the screen. Dishes it to Johnson. This ball movement by Boston. And it's good. Money's got 50 points.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable, dependable, and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
He feeds it to Crowder. And stolen by Mirotic. Rondo kicks to Butler. Crowder with the steal. Here's Money to the right side. Outside Thomas. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Money. Back to Horford. 5 to shoot. Chicago grabs the miss. Rondo's got his third rebound on the night. Here's Wade. Crowder pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the lead just enough to keep him out of rhythm. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Bulls trail by 8. Rondo with it now. Thomas defending. The drive by Rondo. Great D that time from Johnson.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bulls trail by 10. Chicago calls timeout. We've seen Money really having a great game.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Here's Rondo. And he gets the bucket.
The defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Money, covered by Mirotic. The three from Thomas. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got his third rebound on the night. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Butler. He's got 36 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shots fall in like this.
At the line, Bulls, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Brown is checked in for Boston. Good on both.
Those were critical foul shots because we're at the point now where they can't be missing any of those.
Now, here's Thomas. The pass to Money. 1:56 left in the game. Wade brings the double team. Clock at 6. Horford the pass to Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Down low. Deflects the pass. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. In the corner, Crowder with it. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Mirotic, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. D, he's checked in for Chicago. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Money. 1:12 left to play in the final quarter. Five on the clock. Now the feed to Crowder.
Looking at the game for Crowder, he's got 17 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
You know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Get the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 5. 54 seconds left in the game. 54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Butler. Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Aston Martin, 6 to shoot. From deep, Thomas. They get it again.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3-ball would do just that.
Lopez, a screen on Thomas. To the left side wing to tie it up. Can't get the 3 to fall. Rondo kicks the butt. Here's Valentine. Can't knock in the 3. And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with it. Dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win.
Well, Al, Coach mentioned he wanted
The 2K Sports post-game.